Hi guys, my name is Vuvu and welcome back to my channel. If you are new on here, please consider pressing the red subscribe button down below. And if you are somebody who's been returning and forgetting to subscribe, please take this moment to do that and helping me add some numbers to my subscription and my family. And if you are a returnee, a member of the fam bam, welcome back fam, and thank you for joining me once again. As you can tell, it's a hot day in Joburg. Anyway, this is another tea with VEE. I absolutely love bringing you guys these moments. If you are curious as to what it is that we are chatting about, I'm sure the title has given it away, but if you are curious, please do stay tuned.
You got it going on, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Tell me your favorite song, I'll put it on repeat. I could wait for you forever, through the storms or any weather.
Okay, so today on the tea with VEE, I am not drinking anything, right? I forgot my water downstairs and I've got very limited time to get through this. I wanted us to chat about playing the cards that you've been dealt. So I know that this is probably a phrase that has been doing the rounds. Sorry, this hair is in my eye, child. I know that this is probably a topic that has been doing the rounds for a while on social media, and different people might interpret it in different ways, and that's completely okay. You know, I feel like when a message does land on your lap, you are free to welcome it in the manner in which it is receivable to you, and whatever way in which you receive it is the correct way for you at that point in time in that season. So this ability to be able to free yourself of expectation on certain ways to interpret anything to do with personal development is a very important key aspect to your growth. And I think that because we do live in a world where there's a lot of noise about what's right, what's wrong, what people are doing right now, what people are not doing, what you should do to get to a certain place, what you shouldn't do if you want to be a certain type of person, it is okay for you to discard, take what you need to take, or take nothing at all. Okay, so it's the same with these tea with VEE moments, but whatever it is that I'm handling in my life at any given moment is something that I always feel like I want to share with you guys. So I hope that you guys don't mind. I'm bringing you this tea with VEE because it's something that has been laid on my heart for the better half, I want to say, of 2 months, is to play the cards that you have been dealt. And by that I simply mean, this is your life, right? This is the life that you have been given. It does not matter what you try and do. You cannot presume a main character role in somebody else's life. This is your life, and with you understanding that this is the only life that you have to understand what the things that are limiting in your life at this point are, the things that are enriching, the things that are growing you, the things that are assets in your life in terms of your characteristics as well as your personality makeup, and how to use those things to the advantage of wherever it is that you are sailing to, or wherever it is that you are journeying to. I'm quickly reminded by something that a friend of mine said during my son's baby shower, and it is an advice that I have kept even with raising both my children, is she said, raise the child that you have been given. And that is so important, especially also at that point in time, because I was a young mom, a first-time mom, and a lot of people had a lot of advice to give. And obviously, because you are new at this, you've never tried your hand, you don't know how good you are going to be at it, you want to take every advice that you can get from the grown-ups, from the other millennials, from your peers, from the internet, from everywhere. And ultimately the child does grow, and it shows up, right? And it shows you who it is. And it is very important during that time to acknowledge that this is the child that I have, and this is how my child reacts to certain things, and this is how they don't react to certain things. Some things take them longer, some things take them faster, some things without comparing them to anybody else, but obviously you as a parent, knowing the developmental milestone of certain things, you can acknowledge that, okay, for my child it will take a little longer for them to walk because they've reached this milestone period where other kids should be walking and they're not walking yet, or they started walking before they got to that milestone. So what I'm trying to get at is that the same practice is the same practice that you should be giving yourself when you are playing the cards that you've been given. Live the life that you've been given, and by no means am I saying settle, right? I'm not saying don't be ambitious. I'm not saying don't seek to change anything in your life. I'm not saying don't seek to improve yourself, but I'm saying know yourself, understand the life that you have been given, and understand the circumstances that you find yourself in, even around the things that you are passionate about. Just because a person, say for example, is getting something that you have desired for a very long time, does not mean that it will not come to you. But because these are two separate people or different people living two separate lives with two separate backgrounds, how quickly that person got there might seem quick to the naked eye, but you don't know the struggles they've had to get to this point. And trust you me, having seen a lot of life, having heard from a lot of people about different aspects of their lives, you really don't want to take on the burden of somebody else's journey to achieving something. You'd rather fashion and mold the journey that you are on. So the point in playing the cards that you've been given is understanding yourself first, working on that internal knowledge in terms of the emotional and the mental, taking time to know yourself, right? And then understanding the external parts of it, right? Are you born into a certain type of family? Are you born into a certain type of country? Did you suffer certain types of abuses or certain types of privileges? How does that all factor into how you show up in life in all aspects, right? But right now I think my main focus is on the things that you truly desire and the things that you dream of, right? So how do these things that make you up show up when you are looking into achieving certain things in your life? And like I'm saying, what would seem slow for another person or even for yourself, frustratingly slow, is often impacted or influenced by the internal and external makeup of your entire being. So understanding that, understanding why it takes you a little bit longer to achieve certain things, why you're finding yourself in this frustrating moment where you feel like you should be there but you are not, you are here at this moment, and working around that and accepting and understanding, saying, okay, this is not the full picture, this is not the forever. In fact, if you look back, you'll realize that you've come from a very, very far away place for you to land here, and this is the place that you've been wanting to be in such a long time. So it can give you a little bit of more energy, fuel to propel you to the next T-junction, or rather let me say a pit stop in this journey that you're on, for you to be able then, when you are there, to look back to this moment and say, you know what, I've actually done a lot. From this movement from here to there has actually been worthwhile, fruitful. It has helped me to grow, and it has helped me to get closer to the thing that I want. So I feel like you don't get to appreciate those moments if you are always looking behind your shoulder, looking next to you, trying to peek into the next person's deck of cards that really have nothing to do with you, right? And here's the bliss for me, I feel, when you do play the cards that you've been given, is that sooner or later life does catch up. The universe does say yes, it does align for you, because this is the life that it has given you, and at the right time it will show up to fulfill those desires and those dreams and those wishes that you have. I hope this made sense to you and resonated to some extent, and I hope you enjoyed this tea with V. And until next time, hopefully tomorrow, please do subscribe, like, share, and join this family. I would really appreciate for us to be able to hit 1K before this year is up. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye now.